Hey everybody, it's time for a video. So I realized after the first two videos, I haven't really introduced myself. So, hi, I'm Jason. I'm a Sagittarius. I like firearms, food. Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to be funny, but it's not really working. So, why should you listen to me? What makes me special? Absolutely nothing. I'm just a guy who has had a lot of life experience. Now, life experiences do count for a lot of things, but I'm nobody special. I have no degree. I've been to college. I've taken courses in psychology and all that stuff. I've also taken classes in gunsmithing and been a carpenter. I've been a framer. I've done drywall. I've done a lot. I've also been in the military, so I've done a lot with that. I was a aircraft armament systems specialist. Um, I loaded bombs. I worked on the weapons release systems on a lot of different aircraft. Yeah, so did that for 15 years, and then I decided to retrain because I wanted to wear pajamas to work, and I became aircrew, and I was a flight engineer or a special mission aviator on UH-1 Hueys. Yeah, so there's that. Been deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq. I've been to Israel, stationed in Germany, Korea. Yeah, so I've been all over the world. When I originally joined the military, I said I wanted to go worldwide, Code 88. And I got stuck in Missouri. So that's kind of how they do you. Um, but I loved it. I don't regret anything that I did in the military. It was a lot of growing up I did in the military. I learned a lot. I had a lot of good mentors, a lot of good leaders. Learned how to be a leader, and that's something that I see in the civilian world lacks. There's a lot of people that know how to bark orders, but not a lot that know how to lead. There's some finesse to it. You can't just bark orders and expect people to do it and respect you. So, um, after retired from the Air Force, I worked as a housing maintenance for on-base housing. Realized that they were corrupted and very bad juju. So I left that very quickly. I was only there for maybe 2 months, maybe, and then I became an RV repair technician. Never done it before. Figured why not? Pays good. Roll with it. Found that I had kind of a knack for it, and then when I moved to Wisconsin again, I got the itch to do sales. They needed more help during the RV shows, so I started selling campers at RV shows and got the itch. Now I do it full time. I'm an RV salesman, and I'm not too bad. I mean, it's pretty easy. You find a camper people like, and then here, it's yours. Um, but all joking aside, in my life, I've been troubled. I'm still an alcoholic. Once you're addicted to something, I think you're always going to be addicted to it. So I'm an alcoholic. Uh, I drank a lot of my military pay. I actually had to get a second job because it was that bad. Um, but I would go to work hungover. I would think about nothing but drinking that night and get off work, go drink, rinse, repeat, redo. And I didn't think it was a low point in my life, but now that I look back on it, I missed out on a lot because of it. Did I have fun when I was doing it? Yeah, I think so, from what I can remember. But yeah, and the alcoholism caused me to have problems in the military because I was going to ADAP, which is like military's version of Alcoholics Anonymous. Um, so there was that. Um, uh, Lived paycheck to paycheck for a long time because of that and because of bad decisions in my life. I am now not living paycheck to paycheck. I, for the most part, make pretty good decisions. Um, Debatable sometimes, I guess. I get perspective. Looks good on paper. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see, what else have I've had a lot of relationship issues, some related to alcoholism, some just bad decisions because I fall hard. We'll put it that way. I know some of you guys that know me well are probably like, oh, yeah, every other weekend, I love her. But yeah, bad relationship choices. Been married 3 times and they've all ended bad, real bad. So I have perspective on that as well. I'm using this YouTube channel not just to like therapy for myself and get it just sometimes when you verbalize things it just makes it feel better, but also to maybe get somebody to not make the same mistakes I did. But at the same time, making those mistakes made me the person I am today. So, no regrets. Okay, maybe a couple. But all in all, I'm happy with who I am. But yeah, the YouTube channel is just a way for me to not only, like I said, therapy just to get it out of my head, because when you have too many penguins on the iceberg, eventually some are falling off and the whole thing could tip over. So you sometimes gotta get rid of some of those penguins so that your iceberg isn't so overwhelmed. Simple way of putting it. KISS method. Um, uh, yeah, so the reason I want to talk about like depression, to start out, because that is a huge subject for men in general, because we don't talk about our feelers. So that's kind of why the first video was depression, what triggers you, because if you can identify what triggers you, maybe you can stop yourself. But I'm going to do all kinds of things like being a parent. What's it like being a dad? I've often said it. I can't remember who told me this. I think it was one of my supervisors a long time ago. Anybody can father a child, but not everybody can be a father to a child. And so it's always been something that's stuck near and dear to me. And I know my kids don't think I'm a great father, but some of that is because of my bad life choices. So if I can save somebody from making those same bad life choices and keep a relationship with their children, or maybe a child sees this, maybe one of you young 20-year-olds or something like that thinks that their dad is not the greatest person on earth, maybe this will give you a little insight as to why they made the choices. And this isn't necessary. I know it's called the man tell, but anybody can watch this stuff because anybody could get use out of it, even if it's just, hey, look at that guy. I'm trying not to cuss on these. Um, for you that know me, that's really tough. Yeah, sailors getting burst when they hear me talk. It's pretty bad. But I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to be a better human. Um, yeah, so hopefully you guys get something out of it, a little bit of entertainment. I'm trying to keep these videos under that 15-minute mark because I know after about 5 minutes, so I'm trying to keep them short so that people will actually watch them and hopefully get something out of them. And I'm sorry I didn't make a video Wednesday. I meant to. I had everything prepared. Life happens. You get busy, you get doing things. You make commitments to things that you can't overlook. So, again, you got to make a decision. Sorry if you guys were looking forward to it, but I'll try and get better. So, like, subscribe, share, get the word out there. We'll see you later.